A world with a lot of different supers. Each superhero having their own different versatile abilities. The character I want to go over today is one of them. One of the main characters, the mom of the group, Mrs. Incredible, or one could say Elastigirl. Elastigirl in her younger days ended up getting her own family when she met Mr. Incredible. Let's analyze her. She's a stretchy type of character, so her super suit is made for her ability perfectly to be able to stretch like her, and could take crazy stuff like missiles and bullets, fire resistant. Her suits improve with the times because she got a new super suit to where it even had a camera so people can see what she's doing. She even got her own superpowered takey bike. It can do crazy stuff like this. Let's just say she's like this universe version of Luffy and Mr. Fantastic. So she has the common weakness of real cold. She can't stretch without shattering. In her lore, it says she can stretch up to 300 feet. She's one of those characters where she's hard to fight because she can hit you from so far away. Like how she hit both these beings, and can get ultra thin. We've actually seen examples of her getting flat to avoid danger. We've seen her shapeshift to a whole bunch of different things, like a glider, a rubber band to launch herself, trampoline, working together with her kids while Dash is basically the engine. She's basically like a boat. She may not specialize in raw strength, but she can literally stop stuff way bigger than her by making herself into like a giant parachute type thing. If she knows how to use the physics of the air on the planet right, she can kind of glide or just fly upward if needed. You can almost guarantee that she can always do a soft landing. Let's just say she can make herself a big old tripwire, make herself into a literal slingshot. Her power isn't necessarily super strength like her husband, so she's not going to have crazy flashy feats like this guy. But it's little stuff like this people don't notice, slinging men around like nothing. Literally leg kicked her motorcycle in the air. Part of this was because of her rubberiness, but she was kind of able to keep the RV with her rubber power like this. So now that you know what her stretchy body can support, you know she can hit hard, like how she's able to one-shot knock this guy out. One kick can launch these beings. You can argue one of the few beings that is up there with Mr. Incredible. She was kind of helped pull him to show that she got to be superhuman to even do this to this strong being. I would say it's fair. She should be able to at least punch through a decently thick brick wall, one could say, or kick through it. She's not even in the best position here, and she still can hit this hard to knock this being out. You know how in real life beings have to punch to get leverage? She can knock beings out this easily. I mean, she can basically do like slingshot type stuff to make her hits harder, like how she did to this Omni droid to increase her strikes even further. And due to her stretchy ability, wouldn't you argue, don't you think it's possible that she can blow her limbs up with air maybe to increase the size or mass of her fist? You think this is possible? This is only in theory though. We ain't seen her do this. It's a case like this where it looks like she made her hand bigger. You can look at it like her power is a hack, like being's way stronger than her physically. When she's mind controlled, she can give them issues because of her rubbery nature. Wouldn't you agree? If you're one of those people that think it's possible, she should at least be able to one punch and devastate a giant house or a normal sized house, right? Part of the reason why she can hit hard could be because of battle IQ. She literally knew to close her eyes. Does a decent good job at fighting even when her eyes is closed. This is a good example of battle IQ. This being is making portals so she can't land a hit. She curved her fist in time. So even when she made a portal, it didn't matter. That's combat IQ. Like literally trapped in the door, she still puts in work using their gun to hit them. Knows that this is a face. Boom. Now, it depends on how you perceive this. We know that Mr. Incredible can withstand a lot of weight on him. Things that weigh thousands of tons, his body can withstand that kind of pressure without shattering. Now, obviously, Mr. Incredible isn't trying to kill his wife, obviously, so he's obviously holding back, and it's hard to tell if these hits are actually hurting Mr. Incredible. Mrs. Incredible is in mind control. She seems to be able to just stagger him though, but it doesn't seem to do too much. So it depends on how you want to look at this. Do you think she can sting him with her hits or what? I know this is a strength feat, but he's durable enough to withstand 1,000 tons pressing on him without his bones shattering. And she's able to, looks like it stings him. Let's lowball it for the sake of argument. Say he can withstand thousands of tons. If we assume she can hit with 1/10 that, she'll be able to hit with hundreds of tons of force still. You see what I mean? It's really no exact math. I'm just doing rough estimations for you to get an understanding of how hard she would have to hit this, even sting him. This is really a guesstimation, but you could argue she can hit with 100 tons of force. Do you think I'm reaching? How hard do you think she can hit based on that? I mean, yeah, she can't really do too much damage to Mr. Incredible, so take it as you will. You can argue her durability is more impressive than her punching power. Missiles that can literally level buildings. She shielded her kids from this explosion to the point where the kids were fine, but she was briefly knocked out for a second. So this one could say this close to her limit. She seems to have at least superhuman reaction time or reflexes, or one can argue fighting speed. Because her son is a literal speedster, she was able to stop him from moving when he was in mid-moving because her son is faster than bullets. This big robot she avoids attacks from, these plasma bolts she's reacting to, moving out the way of a helicopter router. Matter of fact, in her files, one of the things she seems to specialize is agility. She removes both these beings' masks on her own. Yeah, everybody, what do you guys think? How strong do you think she is? What do you guys think? How strong do you think she is? Don't judge me. I personally think she could punch away the side of a building like this, but do me a favor and hit that like button for me real fast. And thanks for the donations. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.